Hey, what's up everybody? It's Josh Thomas here from TheBitBlock. Welcome to the very first journal entry in our Super Mario Maker video journal. We're going to be hanging out and making some crazy levels here. We're going to kick it off with a Donkey Kong themed level. So I'm not going to show you the entire process of making it because for me, when I make a level, it's usually something that's like an hour or 2 hours of editing the level together, and that would just be ridiculously long. So I'm going to jump into the editor though, and I'm going to show you sort of the process that I went through with making it, give you a couple tips, and then we'll play the level and have some fun. So let's jump into my custom-made Donkey Kong themed level in Super Mario Maker. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is the very start of my Donkey Kong themed course, and I'm just going to show you a little bit about how it was made, show you some techniques that went on here, and then eventually we're going to play it. So here we go. You'll notice we're playing as DK right now because I scanned the amiibo, so we got Donkey Kong right there. So, a Donkey Kong course, obviously I wanted to make a lot of vines. As you can see, there are tons of vines here. You could climb on them if you wanted to, but they're really there kind of more for looks, at least in this particular area. I've got some fire flowers down here that you can't actually get to, but I put them there because, you know, I wanted them to look like jungle flowers, wild flowers. Now, the overall idea here is when you think of a Mario level, you think scrolling left and right, like this. But with Donkey Kong, I thought since it's jungle and it's Donkey Kong, he's an ape, I wanted to make a course that was vertical scrolling, one that you would actually climb up and then climb down. So as you can see, this is different. This is all about going over here and climbing up and making your way towards the sky and then climbing back down. One of the things that I actually think is really helpful when designing a course, I'm going to jump in here real quick. If you grab this tile piece, you can make it that. And essentially what this tile piece is that you can pass underneath it. So Donkey Kong could pass underneath this, but the top is also a platform that you can stand on. Whereas like an actual brick, these Donkey Kong could not pass. So we're going to do that. We've got flies all over the place. Look at this. 1 fly, 2 fly, 3 flies. I'm not gonna worry about those. But yeah, what was I saying? I was distracted by flies. So if we grab this piece and we shake it, it changes. So we could have this. I actually used this piece over here to make a little kind of, just a small little cave area. But if you shake it again, we get the third form of it, and this is really more of a jungle kind of a theme that looks like, to me, it looks like trees in the jungle. So yeah, be sure to shake things when you get them and see all the different variations, particularly with this tile piece. But I'm not going to use that. Let's delete it. Got us some piranha plants here. You know, this is a platform that goes up and down. So you can actually, you can attach things to this. This is like you make your own railing, and you can follow the little blocks on all the sides, and if I attach something to that, it would then go in that pattern. Now obviously that looks terrible, I don't want to do that. I just wanted to go straight up and down. By the way, the undo dog in the bottom right corner there is back from Mario Paint, which I think is amazing. So yeah, and another thing to do, I think, if you're making a course that's maybe a little bit complicated, you can explain where you want the player to go in a variety of ways, one of which is of course using the actual arrow here, and you can tap it to change the direction. So I used it to just tell people, hey, this is a course that's all about going upwards. There we go. And another way you can do it is you can use coins to lead people to different areas. So I used a coin over here. This block is actually invisible. You can't see this when you're playing the game until you jump up and hit it. And there's a little something special over there. So anyways, like I was saying, this is a course where you're going to climb upwards. When you get over here, you're then going to start climbing down. And like I said, this is Donkey Kong, so I wanted to put some vines in the course. And so naturally, you're going to be climbing across these vines. Of course, we've got some piranha plants there to make it a little bit more scary and hazardous. So we're going to be doing it again over there. Make our way down here. And then you can see that I've spelled DK out with these little spiky spur things. And you're going to go into this pipe. Because you can't progress through the rest of the course until you go into the pipe. Which brings on the second thing that I wanted to do here. So, you know, Donkey Kong, a jungle. I wanted to make a stage that you would go up instead of left and right. But then when you think of Donkey Kong, I think a lot of people, especially with Donkey Kong Country, you think of the minecart areas. And unfortunately, you really can't make a minecart. I could, if I wanted to, I could, like, grab the POW blocks, for example. and I could have Donkey Kong stand on those, and those actually would move with the conveyor belt, but there's really no way to make sure that the player would stay on the POW blocks, and there's really no reason for them to stay on the POW blocks. So unfortunately, to simulate a minecart level, we're actually just going to play as Donkey Kong, but we're going to use these conveyor belts. You can change their direction if you wanted to by tapping them. I'm going to just grab them real quick to show you how they function. Where is it? Here it is. So we've got that conveyor belt, which is the slower one. But this is supposed to simulate a minecart track from Donkey Kong Country. So if we shake it, we get the faster conveyor belt. And so that's going to be a little bit more DKC speed, I think. So yeah, when you go into the pipe, this is the minecart portion. It's all about quick reflexes. You're speeding through it. Got a lot of obstacles and hazards. So hopefully it will give that feeling of playing through a minecart area in Donkey Kong. We'll go back over to the original world. So what you do is you will place a pipe down in a course, and then you grab your player, and then you would put them in the pipe, and that's how you would then get that second area. It would then come over to here. You'd place where you want the pipe to go, and then, it's pretty cool. It's really intuitive. Like, this whole game is so intuitive and amazing. And then what you would do is you would exit when you're done with the minecart area. You would exit through this pipe, and you're pretty much home free, and you can jump over on the flagpole. I also decorated the end castle a little bit to look like a little Donkey Kong sort of cavern area. So yeah, this is my Donkey Kong themed stage. Like I said, there were two elements that I wanted to put into place here. One of which was I wanted to make a vertical stage where you would climb up and then climb down, and that seemed to fit perfect for Donkey Kong. And I wanted to try and simulate the minecart stages. So, enough talk. We're going to actually jump in here. And I'm going to upload it. But in order to upload it, you have to complete your stage. So we have to clear the course. Oh my gosh, hopefully I don't die. Let's see if I can do this. The name of the course is Kong Country. So yeah, here we go. Now, naturally, we won't start out as Donkey Kong. But of course, we want to be Donkey Kong. So we're going to grab the costume Mario power-up, and we are Donkey Kong! Look at this! This is amazing. One of my favorite things to do is Donkey Kong. And actually, you can do this with any of the costume characters if you press up. They have a fun little pose, and it usually has a jingle. All right, let's get going. So we want to make our way upward. Collect some coins here. Ooh. And now I'm going to jump under the vine. It's pretty cute. I mean, I think for the most part, this does give a very Donkey Kong atmosphere as much as you can with the Super Mario Brothers art style. So here's our little secret area where we can get a bonus costume mushroom. But I'm not going to grab that because I can't show you what that would do to Donkey Kong. The embargo prohibits it. But you can play this course yourself when you get the game, and you can see what those mushrooms are all about. Over here, we've got some spiky area, a little bit of hazards, but we can just stay on the platform and grab some coins. That's a one-up mushroom. We can grab that. All right, so we've climbed all the way to the top. We're going to continue down here. You'll also notice, like, I put little extra details in the, this is supposed to feel like a tree. This is supposed to be like the bark of a tree, but I, like, kind of cut some pieces out to put vines and flowers. All right, I gotta concentrate here. Oh, get all the way to the bottom and jump! Oh, there we go. I've also added some sound effects. Sound effects are also going to give you some animations at times. I think it's pretty awesome. All right, this is getting a little bit more tricky, obviously, now. Oh! Get all the way down. Oh, made it! All right! We did it! Now we're going to make our way onto this platform. That will never get old. All right! Yeah, I did a little custom recording of the Rareware jingle from the original Super Nintendo game. Unfortunately, that won't show up online. But when you play it locally, you can hear that. There's another costume. I won't grab that one because, again, it is something I can't show you. All right, here we go. Let's do the minecart section. Speed up. Oh, it's intense. Oh, jump, jump, jump. As you can see, the piranha plants are getting higher up. All right, we made it. I think I can grab this one. This is Donkey Kong. Yeah. So because I wanted this to really feel like a Donkey Kong stage, if I were to get hit, I turn back into Mario. So I made sure to put a lot of these question mark blocks with the costumes inside of them, because I don't want people playing as Mario in this stage. But there's a few costumes other than Donkey Kong in this. So I'll let you guys figure that out for yourself because I can't show you just yet. I also like the idea of putting secret areas in courses. So if you climb all the way up over here, which I think a lot of people might not do, they might go right to the goal pole, the flagpole. But if you climb over here, you can get some coins, and they spell out Donkey Kong, which is maybe a little bit redundant because DK is also spelled out down there, but anyways. So there you go, that is the course. I'm gonna grab the flagpole. Yeah. Yeah. And that is it. That is, what did I name it? Kong what? I don't even remember the name of my course. But yeah, hopefully you guys liked it. And I will be back very, very soon with a lot more. Oh, I called it Kong Country. Okay. So yeah, like I said, be sure to play it yourself. I'm going to wait here so that you can get the code as soon as it's done uploading the course. I love that animation from Mario Paint with the guys doing some exercising. There you go. That is the course ID. If you type that in, you can play this course as well. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Keep it locked right here to the BitBlock for a lot more on Super Mario Maker. Hey, thanks for watching this video from the BitBlock. If you want to stay up to date with some of the most original, crazy Nintendo coverage on the internet, be sure to click right here to subscribe.